Debbie here with Debbie Gets Crafty, and today we're going to work on our happy portion of our picture. And this little man in the middle, his name, I call him Oliver. So we're going to color Oliver in today. So let's get started. All right, friends, so we are going to use, let's see here. I'm going to pick out, let's see. I am just trying to find a color that, because let's go ahead and give, no, that's not hitting me. Okay, so we're going to try this color. It's really not, I just may have found what I wanted to see. I pick these colors out as we're going along, so let's see. I think that might be the one that I want. Yes, okay. So he's going to be, let's see here, what color is this? This is burnt ochre. Let me just adjust my light here. There we go. Oh, that's better. That's burnt ochre. And that's the color that we're going to use for Oliver. Like I said, I pick these colors out as we work on the picture because I don't know how I like to color using the colors that strike my fancy at the time. And I don't know what that's going to be. So sometimes I have a bit of a vision as to how I want a picture to look. And that might dictate the colors to me. But most of the time, I just like to wing it. Why not, right? So, I don't really do too much with Oliver when I color him in. I've actually colored him other colors previously. He's actually on the cover of the book. He's a dark gray. But like I said, sometimes I do something different because it just hits me. And when I was looking at this picture before I started to film, I was just getting a vibe of more of an orange cat. My husband and I used to have a cat, and he was an orange cat. You know, the type that had the orange stripes. I think they're called a tabby, I'm not sure. And how we got him was where my husband worked. There we go. Where my husband worked, years ago. This was years ago that we had him. He worked in a lumber yard, and I don't recall exactly how it happened, but the lumber yard inherited this cat, and she was pregnant. And she ended up, having a litter of kittens. And they were kittens of all, different colors and such. And there was this one cat. It was an orange cat. And I used to go and visit my husband at work every so often, bring him lunch or do whatever. And one day he said, "You want to see these kittens?" And I was like, oh my gosh, yes, because you know me. And so he takes me in to the break room, and in the corner is this little box with these kittens in it that they were taking care of. And this one cat, this one kitten, this orange cat, the only orange cat in there, I took one look at that cat and I said, his name is Ozzy, and he's coming home with us when he's big enough. And he said, oh no, he's not. Well, fast forward a few weeks after he's weaned from his mother, and we're at the local pet shop buying stuff for Ozzy and bringing him home. I said, I told you. So Ozzy was such a cool cat, and I'm going to give him a little bit of a pink nose, but I'm going to put a little gray around it too. He was such a cool cat, very chill. You know, he just kept to himself, and we ended up bringing him with us when we moved to Kentucky. This was in New York when we first got him, and we ended up moving to Kentucky, and he made the trip with us to Kentucky. And a short time after we were in Kentucky, my husband wanted to get a dog, and so we ended up getting Jack from some people. And so he came out cute, didn't he? I like it. So next, before I continue the story, I think we're going to continue on. And of course, this looks like a sunflower to me, friends. So third verse, same as the first. We have sunflowers in each and every one of these. So we're going to color the sunflower. So anyway, here we are, we get Jack. And we bring Jack home. Jack is just a puppy. He was 12 weeks old when we got him. So we open the door to the house, bring Jack in. Ozzy takes one look at Jack, and he runs to the kitchen and jumps up on the counter and up on the refrigerator, on top of the refrigerator. And for as hard as we tried to acclimate the two together, Ozzy was not having it. And by this time, Ozzy was a little bit older and, you know, set in his ways. And he was the only animal in our home for a long time. And Jack was a puppy, and Jack was rambunctious, and Jack was all over the place. And Ozzy wasn't feeling it. So poor Oz would spend most of the days up on the refrigerator if we had Jack in the same room as he was. Now at night, we would bring Jack in with us, and Ozzy would have free reign of the house. So he would, you know, go about and do what he wanted. But I mean, that was just, it wasn't fair for Ozzy. And we had friends of ours, very close friends of ours that we knew, that had a farm. And they said, you know, we would love Ozzy on the farm. He'd have the run of the place, do what he wants, where he wants. And so Todd and I made the decision to let them have Ozzy. And that's where Ozzy went. He went to a farm with friends of ours, and he lived the life. He was the king of the farm. And then poor old Ozzy ended up with cancer, and so he had to be put down. He passed. but he was a good cat. And he was one of those orange cats. But he was one cool dude. So, there we go. And let us see here. We'll go ahead and mark this part. Yep, that's Oz. So I think today our little portion of our picture is dedicated to our little man, Ozzy. The coolest cat we knew. And we'll go ahead and make just a nice little dark line right here. It's kind of fitting that this is a sunflower in my opinion, because it looks like the sun shining down on our little Ozzy. There we go. And of course we're going to do the petals yellow, yeller. A little of that. Let's see here. Bright yellow, where are you? I know you're here. There we go. All the way in back. There we go. And I think that'll do it for today's picture once we get this finished. I'm doing him extra bright because he's shining down on my kitty cat Ozzy. So the yellow is going to be extra bright today. Ozzy was a big cat too. He wasn't fat, he was just a big cat. Man, he had a look about him. I know cats can be a bit uppity, but this dude, he was uppity. You played by his rules. He didn't play by yours. You played by his. Still, though, coolest cat you've ever met. And let's see here. So we're going to go ahead and with the turmeric, we're going to outline. Nope. I'm going to use a marker. Not that marker. And I mean a pen, not a marker. Let's see here. We'll do that one. So not only are we going to do the inside of the petals right here. There we go. I get quiet when I'm trying to concentrate, trying to make some kind of a straight-ish line. There we go. There. There we go. And then we're going to do a little bit of, let's see if this little man works. It does not. Boy, am I going to get a package of new pens Okay. And we're going to do a nice bright. There we go. There. That really makes that stand out. There. I think Odyssey would be very happy with that. I really, truly do. It would pass. It would have his approval. I am just going to try to straighten out this little bit right here. I know what I say. I say don't fuss too much. There we go. That'll work. He won't mind that. It's perfectly imperfect. All right. So friends, that's going to be it for today. We got our little man Ozzy done and his little sunflower shining down on him. So we'll go ahead and pan back out. There we go. Bring that down. And friends, thanks for stopping by, and I hope to see you again real soon. Please do those YouTubey things that you all do so well. Hit that like button, leave me a comment, let me know how you're doing. And did you have a pet that just stood out, to you, either growing up or now that you're an adult? And let me know, what you're working on, if you have any new starts, any finishes, and what's for dinner. And of course, most importantly, I want to know how you're doing. Until I see you all again, friends, thank you so much for stopping by. I love you all. God bless. Happy crafting.